It's me, Javine. Welcome to this week's Sub Saturdays, ladies and gentlemen, in which we talk about my fondest gaming memory as a kid. I mean, I'm going to ask you at the end of the video to tell me your fondest gaming memory, but it can be yesterday if it was. You know, for me, nostalgia was huge with video games as a kid, like many people. So my fondest memory is from when I was a kid. But yeah, I wanted to do a nice topic in juxtaposition to last week's topic, which was basically ranting about YouTube. And this is something that I just thought would be a really nice one to talk about. And I'm not sure if I've told this story before. I think I have on Twitch live, but I'm not sure if I've ever told it in video format or on YouTube at all. I could have, and if you've heard this, I'm sorry, but yeah, I wanted to do a dedicated Sub Saturdays video about my fondest gaming moment ever. So this is going to be pretty short and sweet. I don't want to drum it up and lie and pretend like another more interesting gaming memory is my fondest memory, because it's not. It's this one. And basically it goes like this. I grew up in a pretty low income area of Florida. And you know, I lived in Florida most of my life and then moved to Colorado some years ago. I love Colorado, way better than Florida, by the way. But anyways, yeah, I didn't realize we were like low income until thinking back on it and just remembering it. But as a kid, you don't really understand monetary value and where you're at and whatever. You're just focused on having fun. And I had a really good childhood, and I just remember having fun all the time. You know, I grew up in the time where people were out on the streets all the time, but it was kind of like people were starting to go indoors and play video games together and stuff like that. So my childhood was really awesome. I just fun all the time, and video games all the time, and playing with friends all the time until the street lights came on and then you went inside and watched your Gushers commercials that were just over the top and crazy. But looking back on it, I realize now, I'm talking with my family, you know, we're in a pretty low income area, and a low income, I don't know if the whole city was low income or if just like where we were at specifically, but our house was tiny. And just, yeah, looking back on it, it really opens the eyes as to like, oh yeah, I guess we really didn't have any money back then, did we? So the point is that money was tight. Every time Christmas rolled around, my mom would always say the same thing. She would always say that Christmas is don't expect too much this year, don't expect too much this year. But we were never disappointed. My sister and I always had a blast every single Christmas, woke up my mom super early. And I guess you should know, my mom was like a single mom, working all the time, and oftentimes my grandma and grandpa would be like taking care of us, and you know, I look back on that with amazement, because yeah, my mom was just always working to provide for us, yada yada, the typical thing. Anyway, so yeah, she would always say every year after year, you know, Christmas is gonna be tight, don't expect too much. And one year, Super Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo GameCube was coming out, and I just looked it up, and apparently it came out in August. So this was like a deal where it came out, I guess I had been to a friend's house playing it, or I'd seen gameplay, or maybe I played it at one of the terminals at the store and tried it out, and I just knew I had to have it. I was a huge Nintendo fan back then, and I was like, this is something I need. I just need it. It's not even a want, it's a need. And I just peppered my mom with needing this game, I guess from like August, maybe even before, if I knew about it before, I can't remember, but like from the time that it came out all the way until December and Christmas. And I remember really thinking it wasn't gonna happen. I remember really thinking, you know, my mom constantly saying, I don't know, you know, money's tight, and back then games were still like $50 or $60, so it's not like they were cheaper than they are now. And I just remember thinking, oh man, it's too expensive, it's not gonna happen, and I'm really bummed, because I was loving the GameCube at the time, Super Smash Bros. Melee, if that came out before. I think that was a launch title, right? So I should have been playing that. Anyways, it was my favorite thing, the Nintendo GameCube. So lo and behold, you can probably tell the end of the story. You know, we woke up Christmas Day, and I don't even remember what the heck else I got. It was probably smaller stuff, because my gift was expensive for the time. And yeah, of course, it was Super Mario Sunshine, and I was elated, beyond elated. It was the game that I was looking forward to so much for probably I don't know, it was just one of the biggest games I've ever wanted in my entire life. It actually happened, and I played that thing religiously. I probably wore the disc out. I know this is such a cliche story, but it really was a big thing for me as a kid. It really is just something that stuck with me, obviously. I still remember it now as my fondest fondest gaming memory. So yeah, I know my family sometimes watches these sub Saturdays, so if you all are, hi, this is weird, but yeah, that one really sticks with me. I don't even know if my mom even remembers that or even knows what Super Mario Sunshine is, but it happened and I was so ecstatic and surprised. I just really didn't think it was gonna happen because money was so tight. And that really, I don't know, you know, made me happy as a kid. When you're a kid, it's all about the material stuff. And it was super material, and it's really what I wanted. Some honorable mentions were the Nintendo 64. First time I got that, I remember I was at a skating rink birthday party with all my friends. I opened it, and I did the typical freak out thing, and I remember I fell out of my chair with it. That was an amazing time as well. And then also Pokemon Silver. We went to North Carolina, and we had this like friend of the family double Christmas thing with them and their kids and like us. And Pokemon Silver, same sort of thing. I drilled it into my mom's head like I really need this game, please God, please, please, please. And the only reason that one doesn't take the cake, because I played that game religiously too, is because I think, you know, it's not as personal. The one with Super Mario Sunshine was just my mom, me, and my sister, if I remember right, and then the rest of the family came over later and we had dinner and everything. But, you know, the other one was like with this other family that I don't think I knew too well. I don't remember though. So yeah, that's my fondest gaming memory, just getting a game at Christmas, but it meant a lot. It meant a lot to me. So I'm curious if this is the part of the video where the YouTuber asks the audience to engage with their video by leaving a comment, but I genuinely am curious as to what your favorite gaming memory is. I have like a million of them I could rattle off, but that is my favorite. So please let me know if you want to share, and if not, that's cool too. Yeah, just wanted to do a nice, wholesome sub Saturdays in juxtaposition to last week's again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, we have more Fallout New Vegas 100% starting on Monday. It's every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time is 100% Fallout New Vegas. And then on Twitch, my girlfriend and I should still be finishing up the Borderlands 3 blind playthrough. We're taking our time with it. We're doing a lot of side quests and, you know, just a lot of stuff. And it's a hell of a lot of fun. So if you want to watch that, I stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 4 p.m. Mountain Time until 9 p.m. Mountain Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all Monday for more content. Bye-bye.